You are on this very planet that Chukwokika Biama created to his glory. We welcome you to another explosive exposition of the very fraudulent contraption, the very diseased abomination that the British created for the enslavement of the children of light. We have come to destroy. We have come to render asunder. We have come to decimate that very tower of darkness, that very zoological republic, that very cesspit of iniquity and of evil. We have come that the blind may see. We have come that the deaf may hear. We have come that even those who, through no fault of theirs, but as a result of having subjected themselves to a very disastrous educational system in the zoo, they have become stupid. Here we have come to enlighten and to educate, without any apologies to anybody, without mincing words, without fear before our enemies, determined and resolute, indestructible, and the precipitous collapse of the zoo is inevitable. Absolutely inevitable. The devil may try all it can. Those who go before them to peddle falsehood, those who go to work for them, those who are the workers of darkness and of iniquity, we can assure them that we are resolute, we are determined, and there is nothing anybody can do to stop this very invade as many times as you like, kill as many people as you like, propagate falsehood after falsehood as many times as you like, buy up every media space in the zoo, go and connive with people in the diplomatic circles abroad, eyebrow consultancy firm in the world, select some diplomats in the zoo and bribe them. Select those you send to the key countries around the world. None of these things you're doing is capable of stopping us. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you write. It doesn't matter the type of chatter you have behind our backs. All those things you're doing is a complete and utter waste of time, because Biafra must come. There is nothing anybody can do about it. That is why we preach this gospel. That is why we propagate this very message of redemption. That is why Elohim said that Biafra will come. You will not fire a bullet, but Biafra will come. Because Chukwokika Biama has gone before us. And you will hear what will happen to the zoo in weeks and months to come. This is 1 year, 2020. They will never, ever, ever in their lives forget. It does not matter what the enemy does, is irrelevant. Buy over Twitter, buy over Facebook, bribe the British High Commissioner to Nigeria, bribe the US Ambassador to Nigeria, department in America. But there is one thing I want all of us to understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you. That they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. Chukwu Okike Abiama put me hearing, and that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Oba Biasika and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in 1 trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwu Okike Abiama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora Eri, the same God of Owe Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not to be nobody, the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
We have tried to live in Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people, and still we have the same problems reoccurring. Perhaps the time has come to revisit the very foundations.
Nigeria is an evil entity, very, very satanic. You want to change the narrative. It's IPOB, they're the aggressors. I saw some women, was it yesterday? Give them their Biafra. We don't want to die. Look at murderers calling other people murderers. Can you believe such nonsense? The Fulani leaders, you cannot win. You cannot defeat IPOB. You people were the ones that established many terror organizations in Nigeria in a bid to overwhelm the country and take over the territories for your Fulani people. IPOB became a stumbling block to that very janjaweed expansionist tendency. True or false? Am I lying? You were ruling Nigeria before, doing everything you like, controlling NMPC, controlling the seaport, customs, everywhere you ever. Now, finally, because you felt that you subdued everybody else, now you can now march on with your foot soldiers into the east, because you've taken over Yoruba land. Of course, I know that very well. You came and we said, no, you can't come into this land to take it. Come and do your business and go. You said no. Now, because we defeated Miyetti Allah, you now brought in police and army with official uniform, official badge to come and kill people. And I also want to remind Twitter, because they're listening. Twitter, please. Do you know that in the Nigerian army and police, there are terrorists there? Are you aware that Nigeria actively recruited terrorists, killers and murderers and rapists, and gave them army and police uniforms? Are you aware of that? How can anybody, Yoruba journalists, how can you people in your infantile stupidity refer to Nigeria as having an army or Nigeria police? Or where are those terrorists that they conscripted into the Nigerian army and Nigerian police? Where are they? People without shame, where are they? I'm asking you. Fulani, you want to change the narrative? Of course not. They want to put the blame of insecurity in Nigeria on IPOB. Can you believe that? Can you believe these people? Can you believe them? Can you believe these people? And luckily, as God will have it, they are slaughtering themselves in the north. But IPOB securing the east are the ones to be blamed for the insecurity in the east. There is a clip I want everybody to play, please. Hope most of them opened his mouth and said, I invited the army to come into Olo. There was nothing happening. Fulani, the Hope most of them gave Fulani land in Olo to do Ruga, Fulani settlement. And we said no. We drove the Fulani murderers and terrorists away. Hope most of them now invited his friends, his masters from the north, to bring in their army and heavy machinery into Olu to kill us. That was how all these things started. All of you, you have forgotten. Black people in this UG, black, you have all forgotten the Genesis. The same way that all of you that are blaming Boko Haram is a terrorist group, Boko Haram, what they're doing. But when Nigerian police were busy killing their leader and killing everybody else, all of you were just there drinking Fradununu. Doing betting on Chelsea versus Man U or Liverpool versus Man City. Nigeria army and police will go out and commit atrocity upon atrocity. All of you will be there, you keep quiet. Any day, those people out of anger rise up and retaliate. All of you baboons and monkeys without writing rubbish. Do you know why? Because you have no conscience, you have no soul, you're a black person, you are the embodiment of evil. Is the truth. I don't care who bans whoever or whatever, I don't give a toss. I must preach the truth. Black people are wicked. By nature, very wicked people. That is why you forget the atrocities that your police and your army always commit. You forget. In a twinkle of an eye, you forget. Our army, our police. Now listen to me very carefully, please. You are blaming ESN, whereas it is the same Fulani terrorists masquerading as headsmen that are responsible for orchestrating all the insecurity in and around Nigeria. Fulani, you have Boko Haram. Fulani, talking about insecurity in the east. Hey. Whereas 91 people were slaughtered yesterday. Yesterday, they were killed yesterday. You have the guts. You people have no shame. You have the guts to stand up and be talking about insecurity in the east. And you're a senator from Kebbi State or Kebbi, whatever they call it. And 91 of your constituents were slaughtered. You didn't see it. You are talking about east. Fulani, who formed Boko Haram. Fulani, who formed ISIS in West Africa province, ISWAP. Fulani, who formed Miyetti Allah. Fulani, who formed Ansar. Fulani, who formed these headsmen and bandits you claim are foreign. Fulani, who brought out murderers and killers and terrorists from prison and gave them military and police uniforms. It is you people. You have now spread them around the country, causing mayhem, abducting people from schools. These are the same play. Hi, these people. Fulani, you think everybody's as stupid as you are? You go, you kidnap students from their schools in the north, you get ransom, you buy more arms, you embolden yourselves. You have the guts to conduct a live press conference talking about insecurity in the East. Don't people have shame? Anyway, you don't. Who are the bandits, or should I say terrorists, taking hostages of school children and demanding ransom? Are they not Miyetti Allah, Miyetti, the chief negotiator? Who are the people destroying farms, raping and killing their victims daily around Nigeria? Fulani. Fulani. You know what? How they manage to convince some of you is what I find astonishing, despite the overwhelming evidence. How they are defending him. Fulani people are defending him. But you idiots from the south, from the east, you're talking rubbish about your one Nigeria. Whereas a terrorist, a killer, a murderer is in government as a minister. His own people are the people defending him. But you are in the south attacking those who are fighting for your freedom. And you're telling me that your brains are normal. Maybe that's your one Nigeria. Whereas a terrorist, a killer, a murderer is in government as a minister. His own people are the people defending him. But you are in the south attacking those who are fighting for your freedom. And you're telling me that your brains are normal. Maybe there's something in Suya, maybe in Kilishi, and in that cattle that they give to us to eat. There must be something fundamentally wrong with us as a people. Fundamentally wrong with us as a people. And we must confront it. And confront it we shall. These people lecturing us about no secession, you're destroying the country. You people, you Fulani idiots, you Fulani bigots, you Fulani impostors, you Fulani vagabonds are the same people that welcomed the rehabilitation of terrorists. You granted bandits, killers, murderers, and kidnappers amnesty. I want Obia not to listen. I want Tripas to listen. I want Tripas, this idiot, Sarikin Fulani of Imo State, Hope to listen very, very carefully. You people are fools because you cannot listen very well. The same people you're fighting for, killing your own people because of them, they are the ones rehabilitating, so they claim, putting the army that we have today. Somebody might come and say, you have given the order that the police and the army should be attacked. All those idiots. Some of you fools who cannot reason, we are not attacking any police. We are attacking the terrorists that they brought into the police and into the army. They are the ones killing our people. We must defend ourselves. You fools cannot reason very well. We are not fighting any standing or legally, properly constituted army or police. These are the same Fulani terrorists, murderers and killers. The same people that went in, in Damaturu or wherever it is, killing and slaughtering Christians in droves. You fools that cannot reason. The same Boko Haram that has been killing, the same Fulani terrorists have been killing people. They are the ones now in the army. Did you not see them? Recruit them into the army? You're telling me we shouldn't fight them? These are terrorists in police uniform and army uniform. You're saying we should not fight them? Is that what you're saying? Are you that foolish? Are you that stupid? This same Fulani pontificating about peace and unity and anti-secession whatever garbage that they are pouring out of their useless, stinking Janjaweed mouths. These same idiots, these same fools are the ones that rehabilitated Boko Haram. So they claim. These fools are the ones that granted amnesty to bandits. Now, let me surprise all of you. Surprise, surprise. Those that are giving amnesty to are Fulani terrorists, Fulani bandits, Fulani kidnappers, Fulani headsmen who are murderers and land-grabbing urchins. These are the people that are giving amnesty to. You people should reason. You zoo animals called Nigerians, reason for once. The hypocrisy in Fulani, their hypocrisy is astonishing. Hypocrites. Fulani, who is responsible for the state of almost anarchy in the zoo, who is responsible for the hopelessness of the security framework of the zoo, Fulani, who is responsible for insecurity, Fulani, who are the bandits, Fulani, who are the terrorists in the zoo, Fulani, which people are going about slaughtering and taking over other people's farmlands. It is you. You people are the problem. Unfortunately, some idiots from the south cannot see it. You wanted to show us that you know how to write grammar, writing rubbish about one Nigeria. You are defending something that's indefensible. Indefensible, you fools. Some smelly rats, some smelly garbage, gutter, alamajiri, gutter. The lowest of the low. If it's one of those of their fools talking, I will even understand. From the gutter. Not contributed one single thing to the advancement of the zoo. Not one single contribution has the Fulani ever made. Tell me one national contribution that the Fulani has ever made to the advancement of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Just name one thing, absolutely nothing. They want power and control of oil and gas. That's all they need, that's all they want, so they can run your lives for you and control your destiny. And you're not ashamed of yourself to claim that you're educated.
Land of the rising sun, we
Let us pray. For God in heaven, Almighty Creator, the ancients of the ancient, the maker of the heavens and the earth, you created everything that the mind of a living soul can imagine, but none created thee. That is why we say you are immortal, you are invisible, you are omnipotent. This very God that every generation who has ever had the grace of knowing thee have always testified to your goodness. That is the same God that we kneel and bow before. This God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help even in this time of Janjaweed trouble, even in this time of Fulani rage and terrorism. Therefore we shall fear no evil. This IPOB shall fear no evil. Even if the whole world is against us, even if Britain intensifies their effort to cross this very light of hope in sub-Saharan Africa, even though they shake the mountains, even though the seas may rise, even though they may give all the weapons and ammunition to the Zoological Republic, no matter what they do, no matter how they ferment their rage, it doesn't matter to us. For God, Chukwokika Biama, is in the land of Biafra. We shall never ever be moved. This God of the ancients will help us now and forevermore. For Biafra shall come, and this Lord of hosts is with us. Chukwokika Biama, the same God of Jacob, this same God of Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego, this God that never abandons his people, this same God is our refuge, and we proclaim it unashamedly that this God that we kneel and bow before, we shall worship thee, for Biafra is your promise, your word is yea and amen. Instead of your word not to come to pass, heaven and earth will cease to exist. Upon this very hope we anchor all our belief that Biafra shall come in our time, and we pray that it come this very year, that your glory may be made manifest in the lives of men, that we may kneel and bow before thee. Nyahan soro tutona nsoporo na ijama na ibisia la Chineke na nke pụrụ m ihe niile ka otuto niile wee dịrị gị eze dị nsọ ugbu a ma ruo mgbe niile ebighị ebi. Ise 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 na mmadụ dịrị gị Chineke. Good evening, Biafrans. Good evening, lovers of freedom. Good evening, friends of Biafra. I welcome each and every one of you who have seated this evening in your various locations to join us this evening on this hallowed platform, IPOB Western Cape Media TV. I welcome you in the name of Chukwokika Biama Premi Henine. As I welcome you, please, I want you to welcome your friends, your family. I want you to welcome all of us of freedom. Welcome each and every one of them this evening for us to worship together as usual. As you are joining us As we are welcoming you, we ask humbly that you share this program, that you like this program, that you also comment on this live program. We need your contribution. We need your insight. We need you to support us by making sure that you share this program. Do not just sit, listen, and go. Make sure that you invited other people. Make sure that you share the program. That is the only way you can be a partaker to what we are doing. Remember, naked or naked. Each and every one of us could not be here at the same time doing what I'm doing. How are you going to support me? How are you going to give me that maximum support? The only way is that you share the program, that people may hear our story, that people may hear our message, that people may know that we are here doing this marvelous job that we all are doing together. You are part of this family. We are not just here for fun. We are here for serious business. We are comrades. We are doing what we are doing because we know and understand what freedom is all about. We understand that full package called freedom. There is nothing that matters to us if not freedom. Anything less is not what we want. So please, I want you to share the program. And also, I want you to know that we are live on our social media platforms. We are live on our YouTube page with same name IPOB Western Cape Media TV. Type it in and join us. We are also live on our X, formerly Twitter, IPOB Western Cape Media TV. We are not yet going live on Facebook for reason best known to them. But one thing for sure is that nothing can deter us. Nothing can stop us. We are like a moving train. If you stand on our way, you'll be crushed. You cannot stop us. We are unstoppable. So please, if this job work we're doing here, if you like what we are doing, you have to make it go far and wide by sharing the program. Don't just come and listen. Share the program. So many people are thirsty for the word. So many people do not know where to go and get that true message of freedom. So many people have lost confidence. So many people have lost hope. So many people don't even understand where they are standing because so many people have lost direction. And this page, this program, IPOB Western Cape, we are the only IPOB platform Banon that is still standing on that message of redemption, message of freedom, message of truth. As you heard Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the same thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was doing, that was exactly what we are doing today. We are not here for saga. We are not here for chasing clouds. We are not here for propaganda. We are not here for drama. Whatever that is against total freedom of people, for our people, you count us out. That is the reason why you must be here.
And I know that the reason you are here is because you are getting the message. I want you to also make sure that other people also know and also be part of what we are doing. History will always be kind to us. It will be kind to you. It will be kind to I. And it will be kind to every individual who has, in one way or other, contributed to the existence of this wonderful platform. I welcome you. I thank you. I pray Chukwu Kabiama to bless you, guide you, sustain you, provide everything you need. It is not easy for one to these days to see someone who truly need. Not only that he need, he also understand that freedom is the only thing. And he recognizes the truth when he sees one. For you to be part of this, for you to be part of this family, IPOB Western Cape Media TV, it simply means that you know the truth, you understand the truth, and that is why you are free. You do not allow anybody to destroy or to destabilize or to distract. You are focused, eyes on the goal, always, without anybody distracting you. I am proud of you as a Biafran, as a comrade. And if this is the first time joining us, as always, this is IPOB Western Cape Media TV. Here we speak nothing but the truth. We are without fear or favor. We are fearless before our enemies. We are not here to represent any individual, but to represent and to defend our fatherland, Biafra. Because for us, it is Biafra today, tomorrow, and forever. And if you are offended by our result, we have no apologies for that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous Prof Biafra IPOB worldwide, and his position is incontestable. IPOB is here to restore Biafra, and we are not going to be swayed until Biafra is restored. Welcome to IPOB Western Cape Media TV, saying it the way it is. We say it's the way it is because we are fearless before our enemies, because truth remains and is our hallmark. We cannot do without saying the truth and stating it the way it is. So anyone that have found himself here today is indeed chosen ones. And I want you to stick around. Go nowhere. Everything you need, we have it. You need freedom. You need truth. We have them in abundance. We are IPOB Western Cape. We believe in IPOB Code of Conduct. We do not do without making reference to IPOB Code of Conduct. That is the message Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left for us. So you are in the right place, in the right channel. Stick around. Let us shake this. Let us move this struggle. Let us push together. Let us unite in one voice, one heart, one mind, one spirit, one soul. Let us go and get Biafra. Before I continue, I bring greetings to you, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, from my coordinator, Mazi Innocent Alia. Mazi Innocent Alia is the IPOB Western Cape coordinator. Mazi Innocent Alia was appointed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself. Mazi Innocent Alia is doing everything within his power to make sure that this zone continues to wax strong. Mazi Innocent Alia is a resolute, he's a complete freedom fighter. I know he believes in Biafra. That is why he has sacrificed everything that has to do with him. Sacrifice not only his life, his money, his security, everything, even his family, for this cause. I want you to also understand that the enemies are not without challenge. They always challenge everything that is good. They have created dubious people to distract, to destabilize, to destroy what we are doing. But I want you to understand that we do not have two IPOB Western Cape representatives. We have but one IPOB Western Cape representative, one zone, one coordinator. Any other person you see anywhere who parade himself as IPOB Western Cape representative, please disregard, stay away from that person. Let me tell you something. These individuals are clowns. They are not actually doing that which we all are called to do. They were specifically called by certain individuals who knows nothing but the monetary aspect of it. Their pocket is much more important to them. They are determined to destroy IPOB completely. They were determined to starve IPOB of fund so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not have money to pay his legal team, so that IPOB will be, destabilized completely. That is what they have contracted to do. I want you to stay away from such individuals. If you value the oath you took, if you remember, you swore an oath to pay allegiance, to be under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to take orders from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No other person, no other human being was mentioned in that oath you took. If you do not see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, look around you. IPOB Code of Conduct is there. Once you do what IPOB Code of Conduct says, you are obeying what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. There's no two ways about it. I want you to understand that ignorance is not an excuse. You are supposed to know. You are supposed to know what to do, not even though we are here to tell you, to remind you, to call your attention. You chose to be stupid. Don't blame anybody. Don't even blame the devil himself. These people are not working for IPOB. They are working for some specific individuals. They were created to work for them. They were not appointed nor created to work for IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Biafra. No, they were created or rather appointed to work for certain individuals who appointed them. And if you go close to them, you will understand what I'm saying today. I just want you to know, I bring greetings to you from the executive of IPOB Western Cape. I bring greetings to you from the IPOB family members in Western Cape. Thank you for being part of this program. And if you remember, the other day on the 30th of May, we remembered our fallen heroes, those who fought and died for Biafra, for you to live today. We remember them. And nobody would say that IPOB Western Cape did not make an impact. We made a very solid impact. Our voice were heard. We were seen and we were recognized. We contributed our own quota to make sure that the memory of those who paid the ultimate price did not go in vain. We resurrected their spirits. We called them from the spiritual world to come and fight because the journey is still far. We know we cannot do it alone without them. That was exactly what happened on the 30th of May, 2025. And we believe and pray that this May 30 would be the last 30th May we will celebrate outside Biafra. The next coming 30th May will be celebrated in Biafra land by all of us. That was exactly what we did. It was powerful. Biafra land was under lock and key. The enemies tried to destabilize them. The 30th May celebration. They even tried to use Ohaneze to try to destabilize the success of 30th May. But we, being who we are, stood on our words. And those who died stood beside us. And we all agreed that it remains Biafra Heroes Day, not Igbo Heroes Day. Those who died were not only Igbo. So many other tribes, ethnic groups who constituted Biafra paid price for Biafra. So it will be inhuman. It will be irrational for us to count them out. So Ohaneze was contracted, as always, by the enemies of their people, and they capitulated. They fell for it because envelope exchanged hand. You know, Igbo men and money, 5 and 6. So I'm grateful, and I want to use this opportunity as IPOB Western Cape Media TV to thank all IPOB all over the world, both those at home and in diaspora. I thank each and every one of them, those who participated. I thank you. I'm so grateful. I'm so glad. And I am proud of each and every one of us who have sacrificed for this cause we all are fighting for. My prayer always is that what swallowed other people will never swallow you. What took others out can never take you out. You will stand and you will see Biafra. And you will live in Biafra. And your dream and your hope will be actualized. So, I know that after every 30th May, something marvelous, something great always take place in this Biafran struggle. Who knows where the spirit of Biafra is taking us this time? We expect that miracle. We expect that good news. We expect the release of our leader. We expect it. It is imminent, and we all are waiting to hear, to receive that news of his release. I am Mazi Onyebuchi. I am your host. By the special grace of Chukwu Okikabema Premihenine, I am the Parklands Unit Coordinator. I believe in Biafra. That is the only lifeline for me. I've analyzed and I have checked out every fact available to me. And I've come to conclusion that Biafra is the hope and the only hope for that matter. Nigeria is irredeemable. Nigeria was founded on a faulty foundation. Nigeria was never created to succeed, nor to favor those who are in it. It was created to favor those who founded and created it, which are the British. It was never created to favor the indigenous people. We are all pushed together, pressed together, hold together against our wish. 3 countries, at least, forcefully join together. That is why Nigeria can never succeed. That is why Nigeria will take 1 step forward, 10 steps backward. There's no hope for Nigeria, and I know so, I believe it. It does not matter how long it will take for you to know this truth and understand it. The fact remains that we, who have come to that idea, who have come to that knowledge, today can boldly tell you that it is Biafra is the only hope. Any Igbo man, any Biafra who is doing something against total restoration of Biafra is hurting himself or herself. So let us join hands together and make it work. I say to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. To some of you, depend where you are watching me from. The topic to our program this morning, this hour, says, when you find yourself on the same page with your enemies, when you find yourself on the same page with your enemies, I want us to, this topic, there is reason I chose this topic to discuss this topic with you this evening. And I will be showing us video evidences. When you find yourself, for instance, we are fighting for Biafra today. We are in opposite direction with Nigeria and those one Nigerian list. Both those in Igbo land, both those in Biafran territory, both those outside Igbo land, elsewhere in the world. We are on a pylon line. We do not agree in any topic discussion that has to do with Nigeria. We are not on the same line with the rest of Nigeria. The mindset are not the same. The belief not the same. The ideology not the same. The judgment not the same. The acceptance not the same. Nothing is same whenever this topic arises. But anytime you see yourself suddenly you start agreeing with Nigerians on one Nigerian list on certain things, it does not matter what that topic may be. It does not matter what is being discussed. One thing is for sure. You believe in freedom. Nigeria does not believe in freedom. You got it. You believe in freedom, but Nigerians do not believe in freedom. They believe in forceful freedom, forceful marriage. Whether you like it or not, we must be together. But you said no. It's not supposed to be so. People have the right to make decisions for themselves. It is called self-determination. You have rights, just like Britain had the right to vote and exit EU. You have the same rights, just like Scotland voted on whether to leave United Kingdom or be part of it. You have rights. It is called self-determination. But Nigerian and one Nigerianist do not believe in that. They believe in forceful marriage, forceful relationship. They believe in everything force. Whether you like it or not, we must be one. So, if you start, anytime you start seeing yourself agreeing with Nigerian on any topic, then you have missed the mark. Just like when someone is doing maybe you are solving maths and you are getting it wrong and you thought you are getting it right. You are getting it wrong, but you are getting the answers are wrong. But in your mind, you are right. When you begin to say yes with one Nigerian, then something is definitely wrong with you as a Biafran, as a freedom fighter. That is what I am here to make us to understand. Because I have seen things going wrong. And people like it's a contagious something. Like people have been infected by this virus. It has become contagious. It has become so contagious that great number of Biafrans has automatically switched camp unknowingly. If you remember, the time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya, there was a lot of celebration in Nigeria and elsewhere where Nigerians, one Nigerians are found. Why IPOB and innocent Biafrans were mourning. Some went into coma, some went into what's it called? Some went into depression. Some of these people have never recovered up to date. Part of the division you see in IPOB today, part of the confusion you see in IPOB today was as the effect of the kidnapped and extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in 2021. But the enemies were celebrating. They were so happy. They were happy that that man that wanted to destroy the evil constructs of British, he has been captured. That they were happy celebrating that that man that had made them to have sleepless nights has been captured. They were so happy that they didn't even ask, how did you even brought this man here? How did you arrest him? Did you follow the process of arrest and extradition? They were not, it was not a business. Anyhow, now, at that point, for those one Nigerianists, whatever it would take to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down and IPOB to close the chapter of Biafra, they are in without looking back. That was the height of evil. The evil that was committed against Biafrans was so big that it affected some people mentally. Procedures was not followed. Processes was never followed. Nigerians were celebrating this evil committed by their government because they wanted to keep together something that is killing them, something that their ancestors were cajoled into by the British. At the independence, 1960, Nigeria supposed to have 3 different countries, not one country. British tricked our ancestors into believing in the Project Nigeria. And for the fact that they accepted that Nigeria, since that time till date, Nigeria has never looked back. It continues to kill. It continues to decimate. It continues to divide. It continues to confuse our people. When I talk about our people now, I'm not talking about Biafrans alone. I talk about both the Yorubas, the Hausas, and the rest of them. Nobody is getting it fun in Nigeria. Pretend as you like. The truth, you can never cover it. Nobody is enjoying in Nigeria. Everybody is suffering it. Everybody is receiving it directly. It does not matter how many years you have ruled, or your brother ruled Nigeria, or your ethnic group ruled Nigeria. It does not matter. You can never be better than others who are not ruling. Since the inception of Nigeria in independence, no Igbo man has been voted democratically to rule Nigeria. The only Igbo man that ruled Nigeria was Agu Ironsi through military coup. You cannot count Azikiwe as a president. He was a ceremonial president, a president without power. So since the independence of Nigeria, no Igbo man has ever ruled Nigeria democratically. Nigeria has First Republic, Second Republic, Third Republic, Fourth Republic. None of this republic has any Igbo man ruled Nigeria. It's not possible. But the question is this: are the rest of Nigerians who has been ruling Nigeria better than the Igbo people who have now ruled Nigeria? The answer is no. Each and every one of us are suffering these evil constructs by British colonial government. And since then till date, Nigeria continues to suck the blood of the indigenous people. Go to Nigeria today. It's been death upon death, death, death. Every corner you go, wherever you go, people are being pied on daily basis in their numbers. Today, people are being pied in Benue. People are being pied in Ondo. People are being pied in Enugu. People are being pied everywhere. That is the country that so people said over their dead body would they be alive and watch it break. So I digress them a bit, but the topic says when you find yourself on the same page with enemies, something has definitely gone wrong with you. You have lost it. It's high time you go back and you retrace your steps back and go to the exact point where you missed it. The truth remains that you missed it. You missed it somewhere. There's no two ways about it. How did you get here? How did you get to the point where you now agree with your enemy? How? You now agree with Nigeria on one topic or two topics or as many topics as they are. But the fact remains that now, today, in 2025, some so-called Biafra agitators are beginning to agree with Nigeria. Now, how long will it take for you now to start agreeing that Biafra is not the solution? If you can agree with Nigeria in something, one or two things, how are we not sure that time will come where you believe that Biafra is no more the solution? That the solution is that we work out something to remain in Nigeria. So many people have done it in the past. What I'm saying is not just, I'm not trying to paint, something that is not, to like a rocket science here. Some people has done it in the past. You know them. You know those who once, some of them sat behind Radio Biafra, screaming, shouting, gingering the people. Some people were killed because of what they said on Radio Biafra, where they gingered people to go. Biafra is the only solution. But today, what they have made 360 degrees U-turn, and they are on Nigeria. We stand. You know them. If you are part of this struggle, you should know the people I'm referring to. So what is different from these people and those people today who believe or agree, or who are somehow agree with Nigeria on certain topics? Nigerians, some of them said, what's it called? That constitution of Nigeria should be changed. We Biafrans, IPOB, we said, on Biafra we stand. Some of them said regional government. Oh, restructure Nigeria. We said on Biafra total freedom, we stand. Some of them say, oh, give Igbo, Ndi Igbo president. It's the Igbo presidency that will solve this problem. We said on Biafra, we still stand. Some of them say, oh, give them seaports, build international airports, build this, build that for them. Oh, it's going to calm them down. We said on Biafra, we still stand. We have but one request. That is Biafra. And how do we intend to achieve this Biafra? Not through war, but through referendum. The only recognized democratic way of doing it. Referendum. We don't ever believe to get Biafra through war. We have fought war before. We can never fight war again. But one thing for sure, it will not stop us from defending our land, defending ourselves, defending our life, defending our children, defending our mothers, defending our fathers, defending our villages, defending our communities. When the terrorists from Sahel came like a roaring lion to destroy them, we will actually stand up to defend our land. It does not matter in the name of what they come for. As long as they pose as existential threats to our lives, we must try to break free. But the truth is, we do not seek to fight war with Nigeria. Never. It's not in our, at least not for today. We believe in referendum, and we continue to push for a referendum. We continue to ask Nigerians and the world to give us this opportunity to exercise our fundamental human right to determine who we want and how we want to be governed. Let me go back to my topic. At this juncture, I will be bringing this video I'm going to use to transport smoothly this topic this evening. And this video, you might have seen it in the past because it was not a new video. It has always been on internet. But you know, when Chukwu Okeabiama laid a burden in our heart, we go and start searching out to find out a topic or a video that will help us to bring the burden to bear. Now, let us go and get this video.
Only one young boy.
Now, listen, dear friends. Listen. This video, like I said before, you have seen this video before. You have heard this message before. But at this point today, this message carries a different meaning to me. And that is why I am determined, or rather, I've decided to bring this video, to use it. Because something happened. Something happened. And when that thing happened, I was broken. I was not broken because it's happened to me directly, but it shows something that everyone in the internet today who are genuinely, I mean, I didn't say who are fighting for Biafra, who are, but I said who are genuinely fighting for Biafra, would never see Mazi Onyebuchi as an enemy. Only those who have ulterior motive will see the work I'm doing and call me a sellout, a saboteur, a Nigerian agent, or any kind of name that comes to their mind. Let me tell you something. If anything should happen to me today, but Chukwu Okeabiama forbid, and Nigerian government hold me, so many people that I'm, for their sake, I'm doing what I'm doing today. So many of them will come out on the internet and say, yes, that boy, that guy, he deserves it. He think he knows it all. He think he's wise. He deserves it. He's not part of IPOB. He's not a true freedom fighter. He's a sellout. He's autopilot. He's that. He's this. They will allow their envy to cover their thinking faculty. They will allow the envy in them to cover the good work that Chukwu Okeabiama uses me to do. It happened to this thing I'm saying happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that is the video I'm going to play to you today. This I'm saying to you, it happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and it is happening to Mazi Simon Ekpa. It is happening to him today. But let me not bore you with talks. Let's get down to the video and let's get it rolling.
Now fight for Godling de Befam Makoto Sigotia. On I young, Lotte say Mem de Befa. Only one young boy. On our fight for Godling de Befam Makoto Sigotia. On I young, Lotte say Mem de Befa. I don't know the move and mebu. Na Pache.
Biko Biafrans, when he said, I just want to put you to I don't want you to be following. I want you to be following so you don't get confused. When he made that statement, and with a one boy, he was not referring to Mazi Simon Ekpa, because when this man, this reverend, when he made this video, Mazi Simon Ekpa was never arrested. He made this video citing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He was talking about his sermon here. He was preaching about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and what happened to him. He was not necessarily talking about Mazi Simon Ekpa, even though we are going to include him and his experience. What is happening to him today? But the person that he was making reference to in his sermon was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he was arrested in 2020, kidnapped in 2021 and brought Nigeria. So many Igbo were seen both on the internet and elsewhere, physically celebrating the downfall of another Igbo man. Let's continue listening. I just wanted you to know who he was making reference to.
Now, eventually, we know the government in Nigeria jejide the man we koyega we tunie nanga. Ndi Hausa, ndi Nebiru ugwu, ndi Fulani, even governor the governor when they want to na property ala akuba na chire ka safebele na no gi fa nejide hadi na wan go then give one no na Igbo na enwe bangole at the same time gina fa ndi ilo na enwe angole gi one enwe angole inwe mental problem. Only one young boy because of an event give one soropa na angole because of that same event that you have a problem cure it.
Now, did you hear? Did you hear what he said? That is where I got this topic. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya by Nigerian government and was extraordinary rendition to Nigeria by the same Nigerian government, it was a celebration galore in the northern part of Nigeria, most especially, and in the western part of Nigeria, and in some places in Igbo land. And this man, this pastor, this reverend, this priest did not just call them, he mentioned them as enemies. He captured those people as enemies of Ndi Igbo, who would never blink on anything that has to go against Ndi Igbo. He captured them as enemy, and he said, you see yourself celebrating with the enemies. The only thing he uses to qualify you is that you have mental problem. You have mental problem. It's only a stupid man who will join his enemies to celebrate the downfall of his fellow kinsmen. This man called any Biafran, whoever you are, celebrating with the rest of Nigerians that your fellow Igbo man has been captured by Nigeria, or anything bad is happening to a fellow Igbo man. They said blood is thicker than water, but for Ndi Igbo, it is not. Their own is that envy and jealousy is thicker than blood. It is only in Ndi Igbo, in the whole Nigeria, that we joined the enemy of Ndi Igbo to celebrate the downfall of our fellow Igbo man. A fellow Igbo man, it does not matter who that person is. Whether he's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whether he's Simon Ekpa, whether he's Mazi Ebuchi, whether he's nobody, as long as that person is only Igbo, if you join the enemy to call for his head, something is wrong with you. You should not Why would it always be your own? Why would it be that it is your own that will be killed? It is your own that will be imprisoned. It will be your own that will be incarcerated. It is your own that will be maligned. It is your own that will be oppressed and suppressed. Why has Ndi Igbo failed to ask this question? Why would Ndi Igbo always find themselves in a place where they will always stand with the enemies to celebrate the downfall of a fellow Igbo man? Whether in London, whether in Finland, whether in USA, whether in Nigeria, whether in northern Nigeria, anywhere it is, as a reasonable and sensible Igbo man, you should never find yourself in a situation or in a position where you will be singing the same praise or the same slogan with the enemy of Ndi Igbo on the head of your brother. It is evil. It is evil. It is unwise. That is what this man is saying. I said it before in this program that I am not surprised to see fellow Igbo man or Biafrans celebrating the downfall of Simon Ekpa or whatever that Simon Ekpa is going through, that they also did it to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same thing, the same way you see them today, all of them are calling for the head of Simon Ekpa, wishing him everything that is evil. They did it to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they are still doing it today. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was speaking, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was calling for the right thing to be done, they saw him as evil. They saw him as a troublemaker. They saw him as a troublesome person. They saw him as a prodigal son. They saw him as someone who should be captured and put away for good. But in the north, we have them. At the northern as calling for the head of their own people. We have them in the west. Are the Westerners calling for the head of their own people? We shall find out in this video. Let's continue watching this and listening to this video. It carries a powerful revelations and message. Let's continue listening.
Look at David Eba. Even in our because of the that pass over Israel. It's okay, man. They know begin. Obuna ndilo if make it up. Ndini ne follow Jesus as ndini ne hate like na election and ne kukita. Came another election, the man of that. Even Israel dike ba ne ruju. This is covenant children of God. Hane ba.
What's happening? Please. Sorry, yeah, friends. Something happened here. Sorry, let me fix it. Hey. Okay. Let's continue. Let's continue. It's like it looks like we're hitting them hard. So they tried to break.
Only one young boy.
But we don't agree that. We don't agree at all. At all. We don't agree for them, man. We are back. So, I will go back and I will start the video from the beginning because something has just happened. So we have to go back and start from the beginning so that if you are joining us, you may also follow and follow what we're doing. So let's continue.
On our fight for Godling de Befam Makoto Sigotia. On I see young Lotus Mem de Befa, Adramana, the move and Mebu, na Pacherica, Loboda. One Kuzi Mancassia, woman Cassia, Kuna. Now, eventually, no, Nande government in Nigeria, Jejide the man, Wobule, where Koega, where Tuniananga. Ndiaosa, Ndine Birubu, Ndi Fulani. Even governor, the governor, when they want to learn about party, Allah Kuba, like the now, no uniform, having a one, then get one, no, name at the same time. Ginafa, get below the one, like one, you were mental problem. In a very big problem. Ota case away, and Marihan one ever. Also, not born on the election, can name.
You were a mental problem. You were a mental problem. Otu akesi afu obi mado, your heart. Some of our people have a very dirty heart. The heart of some evil men are bad, so evil. Some Igbo people are worse than the devil. Their heart is so wicked, wickedly evil. This man said, you have a mental problem, and your heart is condemned forever.
One of the major, most powerful countries in the world. And when election, the man lose the election. Lose the election. terrorists niile, ndị Hamas, ndị ISIS, ndị Al-Qaeda, ndị Boko Haram na-enwe aṅụrị na-agbapụta na-akpọ mmanya na-aṅụrị na demand na-adịghị election. Gị nwa nọrọkwa n'ebe ị nọ na-enwekwa aṅụrịkwa na demand dakwara election. Inwe problem. Gịnị ife na ka ndị ilo na-aṅụrị because of an event? Gị nwa sorokwa na-aṅụrịkwa because of that same event. You have a problem. Cure ed. Otu a ka esi enene ha achị mmadụ. Otu a ka esi enene. Look at David ebe a. Ife niile na-agbakasị arụ bụ na ndị ilo ga-enwe aṅụrị because of ife dakwasịrị ogbe Israel. Ịchọọ ka ị maa ebe ikwu dị n'obi gị. Ọ bụrụ na ndị ilo ife tere ka ife mekịta ndị niile kpọrọ Jizọs asị, ndị niile heti like na election a na-ekwu kịta ka emenya bụ election the man daa ịbịa n'Israel dịka ebe a na-eruju ndị Israel covenant children of God ha na-ebe akwa na-eti n'ofu onye ha hopụrụ aka enyelefe aka wee nụnwe ọgụ ndị na-achị ikpochapụpa na-ewepụ onye a ndị Israel na-eruju ndị bụ ụmụ Chineke na-eruju gị nwa na-enwe aṅụrị. Something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you.
The people that are fighting for the freedom of their people are mourning for the evil that happened to one of them, and you are celebrating. You have a mental problem. You have a very wicked and dirty heart. Fulanis are celebrating that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was captured like a nobody. Fulanis are celebrating that Simon Ekpa is arrested and being charged for terrorism. You are also celebrating. You have a mental problem. Something is wrong with you. This priest does not tell you, oh, if he's a good person, but if it's a no, he said, whenever your enemy are celebrating for the downfall of your brother, if you are not sick, you should not join. You should first save your brother, because those enemies are vultures and hyenas. They are vultures and hyenas. They are scavengers. They will eat your brother raw without killing him. Would you also be part of it, of eating your brother? Would you also be part of those who would tear your brother and eat his flesh while he is still breathing? It does not matter who that person is. Whether it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whether it's Mazi Simon Ekpa, whether it's any other person, the point remains that as an Igbo man, you should not join the enemies to celebrate the downfall of a fellow Igbo man. You should not join your enemies to celebrate and start celebrating. It is evil. It is unwise of you. In the history of the world, it has never favored any people, any group who always celebrate the downfall of their fellow kinsmen. You must know that when you come together and you appear in unity, your enemies will be shaken. But once you are divided and start to be individualistic about it, then you are doomed. That is what is happening to Ndi Igbo in Nigeria today. Why is it easy for Nigerians to go out and capture any Igbo man that speaks for the freedom of Ndi Igbo? No matter where that person is, they'll go there and make sure that that person stops. Why? Because they know that once they succeed, the rest in the Igbo will stand by them and call for the head of that person in a platter of gold. They cannot do it to any Yoruba person. They can't do it to any Fulani person. It was just years ago when Jonathan was in power. You heard everything that transpired when he was hitting Boko Haram, left, right, and center. It was the same Buhari who later became your president, who happened to be the person that went to Kenya to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was the same Buhari who called on Jonathan to be very careful that the people that he is taking out, they are northern youths. No Buhari, no person, no time Buhari condemned Boko Haram. No time he condemned the Fulani terrorist herdsmen. No time Buhari condemned the bandit terrorists. Even when he was in power, there was no record where he condemned them. Let it be Ndi Igbo. Let it be that it was only Igbo that is the president and IPOB were doing anything. He will be the one to call for hell on the IPOB. Look at the useless, stupid P2B. When I look at P2B, I see Stockholm Syndrome. P2B is living in denial. P2B know the truth that Nigeria can never treat him differently from the way they treated Azikiwe. They cannot treat him differently from the way they treated Ojukwu. They cannot treat him differently the way they treated Ekwueme. They cannot treat him differently the way they treated what's it called? All the great Igbo leaders in the past. But look at P2B today, putting his head for the. In fact, it was so worse that P2B could not make any post about 38 men. Go to his page and check out. If P2B made any post regarding 38 men, but he wants to be president of Nigeria. He wants to be president of Nigeria. He wants to sell all the Igbo, for him to become president of Nigeria. But I'm happy when I see him say that he's going, if he loses election in 2027, that he will never come back again to contest. It is now obvious, it is dawning on him now that he has no future in Nigerian politics. He can be all slave he could. He could be anything. He could be the house nigger. He could lick the ass of every Fulani he see on the street. The fact remains that they know you. You can never be president of Nigeria. Whether you wrote or whether you tweet about 38 May, whether you support that 38 May should be celebrated, whether you want to recognize the sacrifices of those who died that you may live today, the Fulani man never trusts you. They will never trust you. Whatever you think you are doing it on your own. The truth remains, no Igbo man is worthy enough to be Nigerian president.
Like in the online, on the truth of Otuesiama, Ebonia, Punitane, no Bionawa. Iga Maleliaka, Obi would table now, even all the tribes in Nigeria, no one in even from Bible, the only tribe are how to protect their own Bundibo.
This is a big indictment on Ndibo. Big indictment. It's a shame. At this point, I am completely ashamed of being an Igbo person. This is the first time I made this statement in my life. And I stand by it. I'm so ashamed to be an Igbo person for this singular revelation this man made. He told you that it is only Ndi Igbo in Nigeria. He said, no, in the entire world, and even in the olden days, during the Bible, that does not protect their own. They don't know how to protect their own. It's a shame. It's a shame on Ndi Igbo. It's a shame, a big shame. It is not it's not something to be happy or to be proud of. It's something you should be ashamed of as Onyi Igbo. That you in the entire world are the only people who cannot protect, who don't even know, you don't even know how to protect your own. You don't know. And Chukwu Kadema keep blessing this group, these people with great men, great leaders. Look at Ojukwu, let Ojukwu. Look at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, great men. Men that other tribes, if they have him, you can't mention his name. And your head is rolling, it's off your neck. But you will see an Igbo man discussing how you're going to break Damas and how you're going to buy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how you're going to take him out. He's doing too much. He thinks he knows too much. He thinks he's that. He thinks he's this. When he is speaking like that, envy and jealousy is what you are seeing speaking, not him. The only thing that Igbo men has that is so bad is their envy and jealousy. It is on another level. Why must she be that person? Why? Why must she be Mazi Ebuchi that is on radio, on this app talking? Why? It was supposed to be me. That is why when they are watching, they will never share my program. They are there looking at me. Some of you that is watching me now, you have never shared my program once. You can't even like. To like it is a problem. You think I need your share and your like for me to do what I'm doing. No, I don't need it. My message will still go to the length it's supposed to go. Whether you share it or not, it does not matter. What matters is that I, Mazi Ebuchi, I am doing what I'm doing from my heart of hearts. I am doing it to contribute my own quota in the struggle that we all are into. So if you don't want to share my program because you are envy, why must I share his voice? It's supposed to be me. I am not stopping you from presenting a program. You can do it. Social media is so big, it will contain everybody. But you see these evil hearts, this is envy and jealousy of Ndi Igbo. It is on another level. It is the undoing of every Igbo man you see today. Why would it be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why must it be Simon Ekpa who just come 2019? Oh, it's 2019 freedom fighters. It's 2019 agitators. That is why no matter what he did, they can never say he did it well. No man is perfect. I said it before. Nobody in this world is perfect. So if you are not perfect, why would you expect others to be perfect? Ndi Igbo need to change.
So also the elites nọ n'ala Igbo bụ ndị amara how to fight and protect their own. Mmafe gosi gị na Bible now. Betugo mi aka one time I know morning prayer that.
Did you hear him talk about the elites? You remember during the time Arrest Simon Ekpa was going on everywhere in social media in Nigeria. Who was the people championing it? It is Igbo elites. They will stand on the red chamber, the likes of Abaribe, We stand on Red Chamber calling hell on Simon Ekpa. He is the why, he's the reason there is no good road in our back. Simon Ekpa is the reason herdsmen are all over the places in Anibo buying people. Abaribe. He is part of the Igbo elites. In the same Red Chamber where Abaribe was calling hell, stone, and brimstone on Simon Ekpa, people from what's it called? Northeast, senators from the Northeast were all seated there, saying yes, yes, yes. But in their own constituents, it is gone, falling to the hands of Boko Haram. Not for one day would you see them stand on there to call for all the youth in northern Nigeria to be destroyed. They will rather call for those people that Nigerian army captured. Don't buy them or don't unalive them. Just send them to rehabilitation. They are misguided. They are misguided youths. They don't know what they are doing. Go and put them in a place where you can reformat them and they reintegrate them. They are repentant. Have you ever seen any Igbo elites calling on all the IPOB people, members that littered all the prison in Igbo land, all the prison in northern Nigeria, all the freedom in all the prison in western Nigeria? There are IPOB members there in those prisons. Have you ever seen any Igbo senator or elites going from places to places, calling for those people to be released and do what? And reintegrate them into the society, even when they are not terrorists? They would rather ask them to rot in jail. Did we send them? This small money we are getting from Nigerian government, now they want to spoil it for us because of their stupid Biafra. Let them go there and rot in jail. That is what only Igbo man that would say it. No other tribe in Nigeria will say. They will be seen going from place to place, from one channel to another, from one media house to another, calling for their own to be destroyed, to be buried, to be killed. That is the only Igbo people that will do it. No other tribe in the world, according to this priest, you will see doing that. Only Igbo people. Let's keep listening to him.
Because actually on this. Makani hanu David na-asị si akụkọ anya n'ebe ndị ilo nọ si ekwena ka ndị ilo na anafa ihe nwebe ahụ le nafa ga-ebido tebe egwu ọhụ because na ife otiti dakwasị ha nwa n'obodo Israel. Ndị Igbo most of our elites aghọtara ya. Oh yeah, akpata ịbịa watch ya over the weekend. Ụmụ okorobịa ndị ntorobịa nọ na Yoruba bịa na-asị na ha ga-enwe Yoruba nation. Ha ga-eme Yoruba nation. Na-ekwusi eke ndị polisi wụọ n'ọfa sịba ọ na-anwakwa na anwapụta. Una wakwana una try kwana try ana abafu na pụtakwana pasi na ọsọ kwe n'igwe metụanị na ha na-enwe Yoruba nation ha na-etigbu ọma ruo ụbọchị awa to everybody's greatest surprise ha nupụta gbam jee ebe ahụ ha kwụ ha ga n'owe mie gbadị na-eme na ha chọrọ Yoruba nation dị ike Nigeria gbuo ha na-eme ha na watch ya video ya watch ya otu esi wee gosi ha nwa niile ife ndị Nigerian police na army medebe bụ ịpụta na-agba ha mmiri biko gbasasịanụ ọsụsọ ofu nwatakịrị ka asị dị 14 years ka asị na anọ ọnwụ ya asị na stray bullet to ya, but they did not come out to kill those people. Try ihe ahụ ha mere, try ya na Igbo just ụmụ okorobịa Igbo pụta n'okwube na anyị chọrọ Igbo nation na-ekwuru na ụnụ eme rally ụbọchị dị otu a ụbọchị ahụ dị n'ulu pụta. I am telling you, a ga-agba ụnụ pieces gba ozu mmadụ amadị less than 100 ka atọgba ebe a. Gịnị bụ the difference? Difference bụ na ndị Yoruba mala na their elites ndị bụ ndị ọnụlụ n'okwu ga-akwụ ụmụ ha n'azụ and ha ga-anọ.
What you heard him said now had happened already. You remember in Onitsha, Head Bridge. You remember in Aba, where people were praying. Enugu, people were praying. You heard, you were there in Imo State. Which part of Igbo land that they have not wasted IPOB youths? I mean, the youth of Igbo land. Let me just put it that way. For coming to protest peacefully on the street without bullet, without gun, without machete, without nothing. So what he's saying now, it has already taken place in the past. Did you hear any Igbo elite coming to question why these people were bad? No, it never happened. It never happened. So let's continue listening.
They will fight and protect their own. Fulani herdsmen na wayale n'ofia n'afia na-aga n'obodo na slaughter ndị mmadụ na-alụ na-egbuwasị ndị mmadụ isi. Gịnị kpatara na wee luo tata na aka akpọrọ n'afa terrorist organization? Why? Because na ndị befa ma how to protect their own. Ị na-ekwasị gị n'afa na ụmụnne anyị.
Did you hear that? Even the Fulani so-called Fulani herdsmen for years, many years now has been going. They have turned Nigeria upside down. What about the bandits? But bandits is secluded there in the north, in the northern part of Nigeria. Let's talk about the Fulani, so-called Fulani herdsmen, who are all over Nigeria, doing the same thing, buying people, raping people, kidnapping people, doing all sort of atrocities for many years. They have seen with AK-47, they have seen with machine guns, they have seen with rocket launchers, they have seen with RPGs, and all that sophisticated machines available to them. They have seen with it. They have seen taking over village, ravage it, reoccupy village, settle their own families in those villages, rename the villages after Fulani names, send the villagers to RDP camps permanently for the past 20 years. Some villages have been staying in RDP camp. They could not go back to their villages till today, 20 years after. Courtesy of who? Courtesy of Fulani terrorist herdsmen. But do you know the funny thing about it? That up to today, I'm talking, up to this moment I'm here, looking at you, are here looking at me, they have not designated them as terrorists. But look at IPOB that has never hired anybody. Look at IPOB that have never taken up arms. Look at IPOB that have never taken up any person's sorry about that reference. So, but look at it. Imagine now. But IPOB that never killed anybody, never taken anything that belongs to any person. IPOB that there's no IPOB member that have been caught with any what's it called? Any gun. But what happened? The same Igbo governors, Igbo elite, rush and obtain an expected order to proscribe IPOB. A peaceful movement, a peaceful organization, people who goes around protesting, dancing on the street, waving their flags, singing, that is all. But the Igbo elites rushed to got an ex parte order from the court to proscribe them, terrorist organization. That is where we are today. That is why an Igbo youth will be by today by a Nigerian security officer and tag him IPOB. Once he's tagged an IPOB, his case is gone because IPOB is supposed to be a terrorist. Who proscribe IPOB? Igbo elite, Igbo governors. Why did they proscribe IPOB? Out of envy for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is making waves. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is getting so much attention. They became so much envy. Envy gripped them, swallowed them. And the next thing they do was to go rush to the court, got an ex parte order, and proscribe IPOB. That is what this man is saying. It is only Igbo man that will call for the head of his child because he's envious of his own son who is doing better than he ever did in his entire life. Why? Why would we find ourselves in this position? Where did we even got it wrong as Igbo people? Where did we get it wrong? Where? If this is a curse against us, it's high time you forgive us and lift this curse. Please. Please. We have suffered too much. We have suffered so much. The shame and disgrace it brought on us is too much. It's too much. Have mercy upon us, Chukwokike. It is only Igbo man who will join his enemies to call for the head of his own brother. Men till today has not been proscribed a terrorist organization in Nigeria. No herdsman has been convicted in the entire Nigeria of committing murder. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there for the past 4 to 5 years. He's sitting in solitary confinement just for calling for referendum. But people who are going about taking down innocent citizens, displacing them of their inheritance, occupying their families, occupying their farmland, eating up their crop, and doing everything, they are until today walking freely in Nigeria. They are not terrorists in the eyes of Nigeria, but they are innocent herdsmen who are having problem with farmers. Farmer headers clash. That is what they used to qualify it. It is farmers and headers clash. Someone will, you will suffer yourself, till the ground, plant and cultivate and plant seed. And at the time that seed has grown, for you to harvest, somebody will come from Sahel with his legion of cattle and eat up everything like a grasshopper in your eyes. And when you talk, he will attack you. And instead of the government to investigate and hold who is wrong responsible, they will target headers and farmers clash. That is the end of the story. It's a pity. Let us continue.
Our misguided brothers, that we need to, call them to order, no, our misguided, misdirected brothers. So he said, so a couple of federal government if I get see cholofa cattle route, uzo if I get siaga, open a family rice, hataya, anyway, and secondary compensation. If any government in the Bible is to defend them, federal government has never come out to condemn the Fulani herdsmen. Why? Because Nandi Befani Ufanaz. Then Boko Haram, can you go away before we declare Boko Haram terrorist organization? Ha make it the law, make it the book, take it over local government. Before I went up, if they want to be Nandi Befani, they protect it of a today. They still protect their own. Oh yeah, but nejide di Boko Haram nejide ha edebefa na ofu facility then warfare nenefa bread na tea bido skuzibel fa akwụkwọ 6 months ga ekpopụtafa yinyefa uniform say ha foto wepụtara anya anyị na-eklie fa ebe ha si uniform ndị Boko Haram ejide ndị a na-ekwu mmadụ na-ekwutọsị mmadụ asị na ederadicalize gofa then ekpolu ụfọdụ mepa send afọ obodo oyibo ka pajeje gụọ akwụkwọ ewelụzo ndị ọzọ kpefa na Nigerian Army sị ha jee na army ka jere n'ụbazọ ha adịgo mma ha abụrọzi na ha echegharịgo otu a ka esi handle fa. The same Nigerian government jide ndị IPOB ede ndị IPOB anwụ ha na sel ndị akpọgburu akpọgbu ndị nri afọ ebe ya edebe apịtị atụ ha n'ime apịtị ha na-atụlụkọ n'ime apịtị. You dehumanize them, you mess them up, you do all manner of things to them, and then reason bụrụ na ndị elites ndị Igbo a na-akụrụ ndị federal gọọmenti agasa n'ụlọ na try ụnụ anwa aka because the Igbo man does not know how to protect his own. There are values for ndị Nkefa. Ndị ọzọ niile a na-eme ka ngosi gị na Bible, ka ngosi gị something na Bible. A na-ekwubughị ihe anụnwa mgbe anyị na-ele foundation for the kings of Israel, mana for the benefit of our viewers, ndị a dị eso eberela anyị n'oge ka ngosi gị an event mee na obodo Israel. O nwere one man bụ onye a Levite, onye Levi. In fact, this story dị na Judges chapter 9 to 21. M ga-summarize ya. Now this man no ka ekpozi anọ no nwanyị mana ọ concubine ka Bible kpọrọ ya mana nwunye ya nwa anya adịrị ya ma ọ na-agba n'ilo na-eso nwoke so je kwa iko die chọpụta so die chụrụ ya be nne ya o mesịa die like ya so die after some days die wee je ka o je kpọnata ya so die kpọnata ya ka ya na die isi wee na-anachi ya back ka ha na-aga chijibido fa n'ụzọ ebe fa chọrọ ịlalụ na Market Square. Ha na ebe anwa one man ji elu ugbo na n'abalị wee fa wesara ebe ụlọ dị very dangerous na ebe anyị adọrọkwa ezigbo mmadụ bịa ka anyị je na be m so the man kpọlụfa kwa wee je na be the man ruo na be the man ha bata the man onye ha n'ime ọgụ nye camel fa nri and so on. Oluo n'abalị ụmụ okorobịa obodo anwa ndị Gibea dị na Benjamin ụmụ okorobịa obodo a wakpo the man sị na ifụrụ nwoke na nwaanyị bata na be gị kpọpụta the man ka ngosi gị na Judges chapter 19. Look at verse 20. Okay, verse 24. Verse 22, sorry. Verse 22. Then verse 22. If the man has said, now as they were making their house merry, behold, the men of the city, certain sons of Belial, beset the house round about, beat at the door, spoke to the master of the house, the old man, where said, bring forth the man that came into your house, that we may do what? That we may know him. Actually, Tinia, I be working man, I like working by actually where he go. Popular the man, I deny. This old man was okay, the man no man. And when Mama exactly if a man and care lot na Sodom and Gomorrah. Can't you know Monday wine, you couldn't have actual wine. But now you work and I work at I get in a work. I get me a homotata. So everybody may see how done the argument. The man who know where because him and Wunyawa. Na akwata iko so na esodo nwoke so the man were package nwunye kwapụrụfịa si adị nwunye mụ na ihe chọrọ ije mee na verse 25 and na Russia verse 25 so but the men would not hearken to him so the man onwe ha chọrọ ịkwa iko took his concubine na nwunye anwa si ebe ọ bụla na like ụmụ nwoke ọ ya iko ngwa jee ka ha kwa gị iko ka ịkwajuo ike afọ tata so ọ package nwunye kwapụrụ ha nwunye. And they brought her forth unto them, and they knew her. However, this girl, and abused her all the night. This girl throughout throughout the night. Yeah, he go where the woman afọ mana ife mezi bụ na by the time chi na-efopụta ụtụtụ, that woman died. Nwanyị a wee nwa. So mgbe the man for na nwunye ya nwụọ, verse 29, na verse 29. And when he was coming to the house, mgbe ọ fụ na nwunye ya nwụgo, ọ baa n'ụlọ mbụ the man jee weta mma wee tụkwasị ya nwunye. Na verse 29 now say, he took a knife, laid hold on his concubine and divided her. Jide nwunye into 11 pieces. 11 pieces. Together with her bones into 12 pieces, and set her into all the coasts of Israel. Can you get the man on there? Ojidozu nwunye ma ọkpụkpụ dị na ya were nwa bulie ya into 12. O were side a o bugalụ ndị ebo Ruben, were side a bugalụ ndị ọbụla na-ebugalụ ọkọlfife ndị Gibea ọ ndị Benjamin mere nwunye na ha kwakọta nwunye ya kokwa gbuo ya ọnwụọ. O bugalụ ndị Juda, bugalụ ndị Zebulon, ndị Naphtali, and so on and so forth. So mgbe ndị Israel ndị ọzọ nụrụ ihe mere ha wee sị mba na ndị belifa bụ alụ ka famil na ha mekwe. In short, ha ndị Israel ndị okefa niile wee mee meeting wee bịa wee sị ndị Benjamin unu mmanụ ụmụaka mere ha ụmụazị akwali ka asị kpọpụtafa na anyị ga-egbu ha na ha dizabụlụ ọnwụ n'ụdị ha ekwesịrị ka eme ya n'obodo Israel. Ịma the funny thing, ndị Benjamin wee sịfa chachachachachacha faụ ọ ya bụ ebe na-aga. A sịrị na onweghị dị nwaanyị unu ga-emetụ aka. Ife mere ọ dị mma mba mana mmadụ emetụta aka cha. They protected their own. They shielded their own. N'agbanyeghị na ụmụazị abela adama ndị mere ha agwa sons of Belial ụmụ ekwesị ndị Benjamin jụ na we won't release them. Ya bụrụ nọ ndị Igbo. So everybody na-protect ta ndị Israel ndị ọzọ wee sịta ọ bụrụ na akpọpụtara ụmụaka anyị anụso nọ ga enwe ebe 11 tribes ga-ejikọ aka wee bịa n'uso sụsọ one tribe of Benjamin nọ. Ndị Benjamin ralụ kama anyị ga-akpọpụta ụmụaka n'uso na anyị ọgụ kwado ka anyị kwado. To our greatest surprise, ha wee baa ọgụ. N'ime na fa baa ọgụ anwa, ọ bụrụ na watch ya na that battle a, verse 21, chapter 20, ka ngosi gị ihe mere. The first round of that battle a, Bible say, and the children of Benjamin came forth out of Gibeah, and they destroyed it down to the ground of the Israelites that day. Madone 22,000 men. Now they want to. Ndị a bụ family alụ. Ha jụ na fa na mkpọpụta ụmụ fa protect ụmụ ha. Anọbazi ọgụ 11 tribes wee dị n'usoro ọgụ. Ka ntinye otu a, Chineke maghị sị na ife ndị Benjamin na-eme the right for protecting their own children. God fought for them. Family Israel niile gbuo ndị Israel 22,000. Now how do you reconcile that? Ndị Israel na-echi ya sị gịnị na-eme ha? Simple. Israel went around 2. Now verse 23. Verse 23 was, and the children of Israel went up and wept before the Lord until evening. Now, sorry, down at verse 25. 25 was, and Benjamin went forth against them out of Gibeah the second day, was in Kepa, and they destroyed down to the ground of the children of Israel 18,000 men. All of them were people that were drawing the sword. Had around 2. Benjamin who cover 18,000. If I call 18,000 plus 22,000 or the 40,000 Israel who's super. Why? Each one the Benjamin is about I say now I now to protect our misdirected brethren. Oh my, Amari hand we just why go for boom madoniko. No, I now fight. I not fight for them. Oh, but they need how to fight for their own youths. Even now, you should this one still also make a mistake. You will first of all, people you know chago dog but as any mono. You were not going to do so well. What therefore in our support her. Oh, godly haizia, igagente. Mani put up publicly, go see or fear garu to control them. That is exactly the situation I am on here. Get out one Igbo land. And the economic story, Gaba, you will discover wisdom of God about an even Israel no. How we decided to fight with Ajak, Hachuaja. Gideon didn't Benjamin and Kevin. How do you bulletin? How you believe bulletin? Because they were fighting to protect.
You heard it. You heard it. It is called power of unity and support. The reason Ndi Igbo constituting the largest ethnic group in Nigeria, but they are as useless as a minority tribe in Nigeria, is exactly this story this man, this priest, told and analyzed from the Bible here. Nibo is the major tribe in Nigeria. No tribe in Nigeria outnumber Igbo tribe. If you check the number of Ndi Igbo that has been killed in Nigeria since the inception of Nigeria from 1945 till date, it is nothing less than 15 to 20 million people. I mean, massacred. Massacred. People that never died natural death, but were massacred in Nigeria by Nigerians and their governments. They are nothing less than 20 million people. If Ndi is 50 million today, add 20 million on top, it is 70 million. There is no single tribe, both Yoruba and Hausa, that is up to 70 million. I'm just saying, but Ndi is currently, Ndi alone is more than 50 million people. But why are they the least? The story this man told. It is only Ndi, the only tribe I have seen, just like this priest observed rightly, that it is only Ndi that does not know how to protect their own. It's the same way I also observed that in the entirety of this world, this globe we call Earth, it is only Ndi that denies their Igbo-ness. No other tribe. In fact, other tribe that is not directly connected to them, even identify with them. But you see an Igbo man in Rivers State denying his Igbo-ness, distancing himself, rather choosing that to align with Bini, a tiny Bini, a low Bini, but only will rather cleave together with a Bini person than to accept his Igbo-ness. I tell you today, if tomorrow Ngwa people are kept to River State, in the next few years, you start seeing Onyengwa denying his Igbo because he's now in River State. He rather take the identity of I'm a Rivers man than to say I am Igbo man. It is only Ndi. No other tribe in the entirety of the world. I have never come across it before. You see Onyibo who bears Chukwuemeka, Chinedu, Isioma, telling you I'm not Igbo. You see Igbo man who observed 4 market days in his village. Either they are trading on Eke market or on Nkwo market or Afo market or Ore market. He welcomes his visitor with orgy. He has a fork in his hand. He do ewaji. He ejiok. He eat ofo nubu. Ofo and the rest of them. He come back to tell you, he look you eyeball to eyeball to tell you, I am not Igbo. To make the matter shameful, to compound it, he will tell you, oh, it was because our forefathers married too much Igbo people, Igbo women into our land. That is why our culture, we lost it. Our language, we lost it. Our this very shameful, very, very, very myopic way of thinking. And you're telling me that at Igbo we are not cursed? Of course. Everything is pointing at one direction. And these people are cursed people. You heard what that man said. He said that though the Benjamites committed sin by raping someone to death, they were fighting to protect their own who committed this sin. Because of that, they recorded victory, not once, but twice, against the people that is on the right. Until these people go back and consulted with their God. Ndị Igbo, my message today, we have to go back where we missed it. We missed it somewhere. And it is only when we go to do consultations, to ask questions, we'll never get it right. We'll continue to be caricature. Unless we do this, something is definitely wrong somewhere. We are hardworking people, very blessed people in terms of making money and success. But there is something that is wrong in our foundation. And until we trash it, our freedom may never come. That is the truth. This man captured our problem in this 15-minute video. He captured the problem of Ndị Igbo. Lack of support, that envy and jealousy that is embedded in the heart of every Igbo man. Once it is triggered, he does not listen to nothing but the voice of that demon called envy and jealousy that is speaking directly to his conscience. You cannot destroy something that is there for your protection, and you expect your security to be intact. Once you destroy your security, once you destroy your defense, once you break defense, snake will definitely bite. And it's going to be a poisonous snake. You may not have chance. You may not survive. Let us make haste why it is still bright. Time will come when we'll never see in the dark. I saw so many people last week, on the 30th to be precise, who were celebrating, who were making a lot of articles written, a lot of mockery statements made on both on Twitter and on Facebook. One man was the center of attraction, Mazi Simon Ekpa. For these people, 30th May does not matter to them, even though it was supposed to be a sacred day when heroes were remembered, both living and dead. They were celebrating. They made so much analysis with Simon Ekpa's video and pictures on the court. They make mockery. They said, yes, it is his end. They said, yes, we told him he is going to be this way. They said, yes, look at him. Look at how he is looking. To these people, what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going through in the hands of Nigeria, to them, for them, is different from what Mazi Simon Ekpa is battling in Finland. I don't care what you may think. I am here to speak the truth. And that truth I must speak. There is no difference between what the charges of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Nigeria and that of Simon Ekpa in Finland. It is the same and the same. Both of these men were fighting for the freedom or for the good of their people. That is the only crime committed by them. It does not matter whether you like Simon Ekpa or whether you hate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or whatever you're doing. The fact remains that these two men were fighting for one thing. And that is why their charges are the same. Terrorist, incitement, What is different between these two? Why would a follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who wanted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be discharged, acquitted because he committed no crime, why would this same person turn around and pray and wish that Simon Ekpa be convicted for doing what he did? What was the crime that Simon Ekpa committed? He said, I will not be here. My people will be destroyed. I will do whatever I can to protect and to defend my people. Speaking for his people, the same people that he spoke for, that got him into the state, into the problem he is today. And some of them are in the scene on social media celebrating his downfall, celebrating his predicament. They are not doing it because what Mazi Simon Ekpa did was wrong. They do what they are doing because they were envy of him, envious of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Why would it be him? We told him he's not qualified. He's not strong enough. He's not this. He's not that. He's not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is not Chinasa Nwodo. We told him he's not IPOB. So if I'm not IPOB today, I will not fight for my people again? Was it written anywhere in the board that you must be IPOB to fight for Biafra? Was it written anywhere? By who? Who wrote it? Or was it written that, oh, this is the particular road to get Biafra? If you follow this road, you are heading to Biafra. If you follow the other one, you are not going to Biafra. Was it written? Who drew the map? Who drew it? Why would we allow envy and jealousy to becloud our judgment? We allow envy to becloud us to the point that we hate those we're supposed to love. Why would a Biafran, an Igbo man, be seen on social media celebrating what Mazi Oneba is going through in London? The same person is also coming on social media to talk and saying that what is happening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not good. What Nigerian government is doing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is bad. The same person speaking from both sides of his mouth. Selective judgment. Injustice in the highest level. Because of hatred, because of jealousy, because this person has the audacity, the balls, to do what you can never do in your entire miserable life. It's a problem to you. Instead of you to be happy that what you cannot do, someone muster the courage to win it. I told them, I will never condemn Mazi Oneba. In my eyes and in the conscience of myself, he has not done anything. He has rights to do what? To protect his people. There was no way anybody can come back today to say, oh, this person died, it's someone else who killed him. Or, oh, this person died, someone else who told you the person that killed him to kill him. Same thing that is happening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why DSS is wobbling and fumbling in their own court. And the same thing that is, as they are fumbling and wobbling in Nigeria, so they are also wobbling and fumbling in Finland. It comes back to what I always say, that he who alleges must be able to substantiate. It is not enough for you to say that Mazi Onyebuchi stole your pencil or stole your money. You must provide the evidence to show that it is Mazi Onyebuchi who really stole your pencil or your money. If you cannot prove it, then you are talking babash, nonsense. In the eyes of the court and law, you are talking nonsense. And that is what is happening today. They have all these frivolous charges, all the verbal charges and verbal prison, verbal death sentence, verbal this, verbal that, but they don't have any single substantiated evidence to prove whatever they are saying. It is total, all these things is just total waste of time. It's total waste of time. So my people, Njibo, you that is watching me, if you are still part of those who think that nobody is qualified to do what he is doing except those who given the right to do it, you have to start changing today. Everybody has rights to do what every other human being has right to do. Stop this selective judgment. When it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, yes, it is okay. Whatever he do or he's doing, it's right. when it's Simon Ekpa or any other person, no, whatever he's doing or he did is wrong. Let us kill him. Let us destroy him. Let us do this. Let us stop it. That is why Biafra is still far but near. You can't get Biafra like this with envy and jealousy, with evil intention. If Biafra comes today, the way we are, we may never have peace in that Biafra. That is the truth, pure truth. That is why Chukwu Okike keep pushing it further and further and further, because our heart is still as dark as a charcoal. Because if we give up Biafra today with this mindset, we may never have peace. We may wish that we still remain in Nigeria. I'm telling you nothing but the truth. Hear me this evening. Start changing. Everybody have right to do what you have right to do. Whatever you can do, I can do. We must allow ourselves to have equal chance and equal opportunity. There must be justice, equity, and fairness in everything we do. Once we start to include these things, then Biafra is there for our take. Let us cease from this selective, okay, he's from Abia State. No, it is Anambra people who are supposed to get us Biafra. No. He's from Ebonyi State. No. Ebonyi people. No, they are not qualified Igbo. They're not supposed to fight to lead us to Biafra. Oh, no, he's from Enugu or Wawa people. No, these people. No. He's from Imo. Imo people, they are not to be trusted. No. You are not serious. I'm telling you the truth. You are not serious. We all are Igbo. Ndi Igbo. That's who we are. We are Ndi Igbo. There is nothing like Imo, Anambra, Enugu, this one, that one. It does not exist in the eyes of Chukwu Okike Abiam, who created us and made us Igbo. In his sight, we are all Igbo with one blood. If you choose not to recognize this, whatever you see, you take. That is why every other ethnic group in Nigeria, both Bini, look at Bini people. Look at Bini. Bini is choking hands in our eyes. Look at Igala. Igala people that are Igbo gave birth. They are choking they are claiming in Igbo. The Bini people are claiming in Igbo. Igala people are claiming in Igbo. People that is not up to one local government in an Igbo. But they will claim they are not up to, Bini is not up to 5 million people. But they want to claim who are almost 80 million. They claim from a Banke down to Anambra State, down to Imo, down everywhere. And you still see kings, the so-called traditional rulers in all these places, claiming, oh, their ancestors came from Benin. Shameless people. Shame indeed. Shame indeed. At this juncture, we'll be drawing the curtain. Mazen Kano will be appearing in court on the, is it 13th? I'm not sure, but it's either that's within that. But as days goes by, we'll know, and we'll give you the right date for him to appear in court once again for the continuation of the illegal trial going on. So I think it's high time we open our eyes even wider. Don't mind the trial within trial nonsense that happened the other day that took the judge more than 24 hours to rule on, because it is very open, supposed to make ruling immediately. I've told people, trust a Yariba person on your own. The Yariba people are not to be trusted. It may be Werenka. They have given us this victory by canceling everything that Mazi Kanu, all the so-called statement of Mazi Kanu and so on and so forth, and we are celebrating. While we are celebrating, we must always be ready, because something is on the thing. Let me tell you something. If you accept this ruling, accept whatever that is going to happen. There are another ruling tomorrow. Be very careful. Be wise, indeed. Be wise. Don't celebrate nothing. There's nothing to celebrate here. Everybody knows the fact that Mazi Kanu was not, his lawyers were not consulted. Even the day they brought him from Kenya, they blindfolded him and took him to the so-called judge, Binta Nyako, who judged in that condition. Binta Nyako made a ruling on Mazi Kanu in that condition. So, please, we are not celebrating anything. There's nothing to celebrate here. We want Mazi Kanu to be released and set free because he committed no crime. That is the only thing that we will celebrate. Any other thing is not for us. All the nonsense shenanigans they are doing in court is not for us. They must release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that he could go back to his family and his loved ones. That is all we ask for. And that is all we shall continue to request. Whatever the outcome of this trial is not our business. We are not interested. You cannot build legality on illegality. Nigeria kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. The question that the judge should be asking since this trial began is, how did you bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from wherever you got him to Nigeria? Who brought him here? How did he come here? That should be the focus of the judge, not this shenanigan going on called trial. For me, it's a Yariba game, Yariba trial, and we shall see how it will all end. I thank you, Biafrans, for your time. Thank you so much. Thank you. If you have not shared this program, please do share it now, because we are coming to the end, or rather we have come to the end of this program. As you can see, sorry, that was not intentional. So as you can see, we have spent 2 hours, going to 2 hours 44 minutes. So we have actually spent a lot of time here. So I at this point we come to the end of this program. My prayer for you who have always supported this page is that Chukwu Kabiama will also bless you, support you, protect you, guide you, and make sure you succeed in whatever you are doing. And above all, I wish you Biafra, because that is the prize, Biafra. That being said, I will see you in my next video. From me, from here, it is good night.